What is up, YouTube? Today I'm just going to be talking about my opinion of Pyra and Mythra, who were just added to Smash Ultimate yesterday. If you want to see my reaction, it'll be in the card right in the upper right corner. But I just want to talk about their kind of style and what I think about it. In terms of the character itself, I don't really care either way. I have not played Xenoblade, but I'm down for anyone because, again, as I mentioned in my video of like what I want in this, direct, I'm fine with everyone, basically. Like, I have no problems with basically any character because I got the characters I want, and more characters is always better, basically. But I do think that they are very, very interesting. I want to make a couple of comparisons. Of course, the biggest one probably being Pokemon Trainer, because Pokemon Trainer you can swap between Squirtle, Ivysaur, and Charizard basically whenever you want, as long as it's in that order. And of course, Pyra and Mythra only have two, so they swap back and forth. However, I do think that the Pyra and Mythra is going to be a lot more interesting because Squirtle, Ivysaur, and Charizard all play vastly different. Squirtle is a kind of obnoxious ground movement combo heavy character. Ivysaur is more of a zoner mid-range type of character with good edge guards, and then Charizard is a I want to land one meaty hit of just like back air or forward smash and recover better and stuff like that. And he's just the heavy character. Obviously, we don't know if Pyra and Mythra are different weights, but the thing is, they more so play like two different versions of the same character, so think more like Roy and Chrom, where they do play differently, of course, because they have different strengths and weaknesses, and their frame data is a little different, but at the same time, it's going to be a fast versus a strong, and even then, some of the frame data is pretty fast. I want to really quickly go over, these aren't my numbers, this is from actually my editor, Fire the Pyro. He looked at all of it, and so I just want to rattle off some frame data that we have available. Of course, we don't exactly know what moves, but we can assume, right? So first off, I'm going to be doing Pyra's with her Dare is frame 20, her up tilt is frame 13, her dash attack is frame 22, fair frame 14, F smash frame 24, up B looking like frame 6, side B looking like frame 12, Nair looking like frame 6, Bear frame 16, down smash frame 12, up air frame 14. Mythra's is of course going to be faster at a forward tilt of frame 12, down air frame 14, grab seemingly frame 8, and that's probably going to be universal between the two characters. Her neutral B question mark is a 1 second charge, frame 6 out of charge. Her side B connects on frame 20, connects again 4 frames later. Up B is frame 12 it looks like, with the projectile hitting the ground in 18 frames. The counter, or the whatever the dodge thing is frame 3 to 4. Up tilt looks frame 10, down tilt frame 6, up air frame 10, F smash frame 14, and up smash frame 12. So some of them have pretty big differences, like up tilt has a 4 frame difference, up air has a 4 frame difference, down air has a 10 frame difference, and forward smash has a 10 frame difference. And those are big numbers, but at the same time, the moves seemingly so far are going to function relatively similar. It's not like they have significantly more range than the others, except for, of course, the special moves that are entirely different. So you're going to have similar poking moves, similar just moves in general, and I kind of like that. I like that it's basically two things that are different but similar, as opposed to just like Pokemon Trainer, it's basically 3 different characters. Like, obviously, because of the way the moves are going to work, they're probably going to send different angles, the strength is different, so the combos are going to be different, so they are going to function largely different, but at the same time, you're not going to have to learn 2 completely different characters. You can have a base of them, even if they are slightly different, because of course, again, the frame data is different, and their ground speed and stuff is different. We obviously didn't see many throws. I think we saw Pyra back throw, or rather Mythra back throw, and that's it. So we don't exactly know, of course, the throw comboing, but I just think this character is really, really cool. Obviously, we don't know the cooldown of switching, although I'm pretty sure in one clip it was fairly fast, with maybe a couple seconds. Maybe one of them has a better recovery, one of them has a worse recovery, so you're always going to have your best options available to you, which I find very, very interesting. And I don't know, I kind of like it. I like the fact that you can maybe rack up damage with Mythra and then get kills with Pyra, which is probably the presumptive thing. Or maybe Pyra's low percent combos are better because it's stronger, so you can get things like Nair, Fair, Fast Fall, Fair, or something like that, and it does 50%. Then from 50 to 90, you go into Mythra to kind of be annoying and be fast and deal damage, and then Pyra to get out kills. Maybe Mythra has more kill confirms than Pyra because her moves are weaker, and then her weaker moves can link into her stronger moves that can kill. Parry, F smash punishes. Of course, we have no idea how that counter weird movement thing works. It reminds me of Bats Within, so I'm going to assume it's off of some rolls or like defensive options, because that would be kind of amazing if it was just a passive, and it would be even more amazing if it was just like down B, because you would be able to punish so many things very, very easily, because it looks like from the wolf down smash, it's like, okay, you move the down smash, then jump away from it, which means you would probably have enough time to do the move on like multi-hits like this, right? it would be you do the counter thing and then parry and get a forward smash punish, and maybe if it's fast enough you can do a parry, or rather the move into parry, switch to Pyra forward smash, or Pyra grab if she has grab kill confirms. Like, it's going to be really, really interesting. And yes, I know a lot of people are upset because, oh my god, it's another sword character, but honestly, in my opinion, there's only so many things you can do in terms of styles of fight, because like, even if it's not a sword, if it's like, let's say, as I mentioned with Tales of Symphonia, if it was Colette, who's not a sword fighter, it's a disjoint fighter, which is basically the same thing, you know. Technically, Min Min's not a sword character, but she's a ranged character, and that's kind of the same thing. It's a mid-range fighter with a disjoint, basically. But I'm honestly fine with that. I think a lot of the swordsmen in this game don't play similarly at all, except for the Echo fighters. Like, I think Roy and Crom play similarly. I think Marth and Lucina plays similarly. But like, Ike and Croy and Marthsina and Robin and, you know, I'm sure there's like Shulk and Byleth, like, they all play very, very differently. So I don't exactly know why people are like, oh my god, another sword fighter. Because yeah, there's like, what, 12, 14 something sword fighters, because especially you have the Lynx, but like, the Lynx all play differently from all the other Fire Emblem sword characters, and they even play different from each other, because like, Big Link is entirely different from Young Link, who plays differently than Toon Link. So they have enough differences between them that, in my opinion, it's not that big of a deal to have another sword fighter, because as it stands right now, Mythra and Pyra look entirely different from every other sword character, just, you know, each of them individually, let alone the fact that they can swap between each other, which is going to create an entirely new and interesting dynamic. Obviously, we don't know enough, so I'm not going to be like, they're really good or they're really bad, but all I am theorizing, granted, DLC privilege isn't really as real in Smash Ultimate as in Smash 4, because like, basically every DLC was good in Smash 4, because like, Mewtwo got buffed to top tier, Ryu was top tier, at the very least very high tier, you had Bayo, you had Cloud, Lucas was meh, but you know, he was still kind of toxic because of his grab combos. But like, in Smash Ultimate, it is not the case, because you have Joker, who's top tier, Min Min, who's probably top tier, and then a lot of high and mid tiers with like Banjo and Hero and Steve and Sephiroth, although some people think Sephiroth is top tier. I think Tweet thinks that, but like, regardless, it's not just like guaranteed it's DLC, therefore it's good in this game. Which, honestly, I'm kind of a fan of, because it's not like, oh, a new top tier is going to be pushed into the meta every single, like, 2 months or whatever until the DLC's gone. But my point is, we can't really anticipate how good they are going to be, because, you know, just being DLC doesn't mean suddenly you're top tier. But at the same time, you have a no cooldown swap. That seems DLC. The dodge thing seems like quote-unquote DLC. It seems really, really strong. So I'm honestly very much so looking forward to this character. I can't wait to play them. Of course, I will be giving you more information as more info comes out. This is probably going to be my only Pyra Mythra video until then, because I don't want to milk it that far for content. Like, there's only so much we can watch in one trailer, so I'll wait till the Sakurai thing where he explains everything, then start talking and theorizing about it, and then of course I will play her when she comes out for a couple streams. So of course, check out my stream, twitch.tv/imesam. You can scroll down below, all my social medias there, you can follow it. But what do you think about it? What do you think about the trailer? Are you excited for the character? Do you think they're cool? And if you're not, can you deal with them? Because I'm kind of tired of just people blatantly hating characters that they're not, like, personally invested in. Like, again, I wanted Lloyd, and I thought Madeline would have been cool. But at the same time, I'm not like, oh my god, Pyra's the worst, Mythra's the worst, I hate Xenoblade. Like, I'm surprised, because I thought they would have been Fighter Pack 1, because that just seemed more appropriate for, like, you know, Torna was released, like, the DLC, and I thought that would have made sense. So it was out of left field for me. Kind of makes sense, you know, 10 months ago, 12 months ago, but now it's kind of wild. But to just, like, make sure that you can be negative and not really be happy about the fact that, like, your character didn't get in, but don't be hateful towards the other people, because I've already seen that on Twitter. Like, let people be happy and let people be upset. Just stay in your lane. It's fine. But let me know in the comments below what you think. Just don't start arguments. What are you most excited about the character? And even if it's just the patch of 11.0 with hopefully more changes, we can we can do that, and that is a valid answer. As always, social media, Panda, and partner stuff is down below, and I will see you all next time.